But about the Hawks though, man. What I was gonna ask you what you think about the Hawks, man, because Trey Young, unbelievable player. John Collins is solid. Clint Capella. They've got Bogdanovich and the other foreign guy, but I can't think of his name right now. They're both hurt right now. But I
Yeah.
think when they're healthy, they're gonna be a tough out in the playoffs. But then a couple weeks ago, there was that report that John Collins and Trey Young might not be getting along too well. So I was just going to kind of get your thoughts on that.
So I read that report, and I wish it didn't get out because I'm pretty sure it's not nearly as bad as what's actually happening
Yeah,
in there. But Trey's super talented, super talented, and I hope that what Rondo is helping him with is the stuff he's not good at. You know,
yeah,
just being better than nothing being better than a negative on defense. Like, can we get you to like zero on defense, not negative?
yeah, yeah,
And what the argument was about was John Collins was pretty much saying, "Hey Trey, you're dribbling too much. You're doing too much. You're not letting us play." And I hope Trey can find the balance between maximizing himself, but also playing a style that keeps his teammates engaged. Because yes, Trey can give you 30 and 12 on any given night, but can you give me legit assists? Like, I want to see more hockey assists than just straight up assists. Get me the ball where I want the ball, not where you want me to have the ball when you want me to have the ball. Like, help me
yeah,
maximize my
yeah.
game.
Hit me coming off a screen and put it in my shot pocket so I can pull this three. Not every
Exactly.
assist has to be a highlight lob to John Collins.
Exactly. And that's what I worry about because he got to spend those 2 years of, hey, Trey, do whatever you want because we know we're not going to win. And
Yeah,
developing bad basketball habits. But what scares me about the Hawks is that the GM and Lloyd Pierce are on the hot seat right now. And apparently,
yeah,
who is it? Nate McMillan's on the bench for the Hawks. I think that's who Trey wants to be the head coach. And there's some
yeah,
rumblings that he may replace Lloyd Pierce. But putting your GM and your head coach, who you hired while you were rebuilding, on the hot seat in their first year with a roster that could actually make the playoffs, I don't like that for the stability of the franchise.
yeah. And that's always been an issue in Atlanta. I mean, the only time I felt like our front office and our coaching staff was stable was when Budenholzer was GM and head coach there for like 2 years.
And I have mixed feelings on Coach Bud. He I think he did his best coaching with the Hawks, but what I'm seeing him doing now with Milwaukee, and I don't think we looked at it the same way because we never thought. Well, I'm gonna say we basketball people didn't really see that Hawks team as a true championship contender. It's like, hey, you might get a 1 seed, you might get a 4 seed, but conference finals is your ceiling. Um,
Yeah,
but his inability to adjust and utilize Giannis in different ways. I'm like, all right, Coach Bud, we know you can win 60 games. Can you win 16?
yeah, yeah.
But the Hawks have a bright future. I I want Cam Reddish to finally become Cam Reddish because Cam Reddish has
He's
not consistently been Cam Reddish since high school.
he's starting to play better. One thing that really scares me as a Hawks fan is the fact that this offseason, Trey signed with LeBron's agent. I'm just like, man, if LeBron comes calling in LA when he becomes a free agent, that might be tough.
Well, the thing is, though, Trey should be locked up for those first 7 years just because the way the NBA contracts work and him maximizing his money. But yeah, you're talking about Clutch. Clutch runs the league.
Yeah,